Hi, this is Dottie DeAmber, and we're here today with Foxborough's Fall Sports Talk, and I'm talking to the captains of the high school cheerleading squad. I have with me here today Bina Thrasher, Kelly Johnson, and Emily O'Coin. Coach Crystal Salisbury was unable to be here, but I first want to say, Crystal, you've done a great job with the girls. You've taken them places that we didn't know that they could go, and there's no stopping them, and I can't wait to see what happens this year. So let's start I was driving here, and I've known you guys for some time, and I was driving here thinking, wow, they're seniors this year.
I know, it's weird.
It is, because, every year they do the talk, and they talk to the captains, and each year you guys kind of make fun of the captains and laugh at them after you've watched it. How do you guys feel? Do you feel any different being captains on the team?
No, I still feel like I'm a freshman.
Yeah, I'm not ready to be a senior.
And you've been cheering for Bina, you've been a long time.
Yeah, probably like 8 years.
8 years. And Kelly, you started in Hyde Park and then in Foxborough?
Yeah.
And Emily, you've been Foxborough?
Yeah.
And how are you guys feeling? Beginning of the year, it's getting routines down.
Yeah.
I know last year we had some things going on. Kelly, how are you feeling with your leg? You had some
Good.
surgery last year.
It's all set now.
All set? Feeling good? 100%?
Yep.
Ready to go.
And Emily, how about you?
I'm good. My back's doing good.
Yeah. Can you get your leg up there to do a scorpion yet?
Yep.
And how about, have you gotten any advice from the different captains from previous years, like what to do? Because it's probably hard where you now need to step it up a little bit, and you need to be the examples of the team, where before maybe you could goof around, get away with it. You really can't.
Yeah.
You probably do. But
Yeah.
We still goof around, but we still lead.
And what do? How are you leading the girls?
Just set examples, like when it's like time to crack down, not goof around, like we're real serious.
We just try to tell them the best things to do and the right things to do.
Encourage them and just help them get through what they need to do.
Because they're looking to you guys for some support and advice. This season, like every season, it's always a new season, new team, you need to gel. What do you guys hope to achieve this season? Not just maybe just start with football season, and we'll talk about basketball season later on, but what do you hope to achieve this year?
Nationals and moving on to the finals again, and maybe even placing higher than we did last year.
Yeah, doing a lot better in all the competitions this year. Like last year we did good, but I know we can do really good this year.
Especially in states.
Yeah.
Much better.
Yeah. I think it's, do you have personal goals? I know as far as a team, you always want to do better than last year, or you guys are defending Hawk champs. So, of course, you want to get that title back again.
Oh, yeah.
But I know you all were kind of setting some goals last year as far as tumbling, because you always want to step that up. What other kind of goals do you guys have for yourselves this year?
I'm going with the standing tuck still, hoping to do that in the routine. Kelly,
yeah, I've been working on that too. I was working on my full in the summer, but I'm still I've been focusing more on my standing tuck.
Yeah, and I'm just working on my back handspring, back tucks, and cleaning those up.
Not landing the way you should
Not falling,
land.
all that kind of stuff.
How about the upcoming freshmen? It's hard coming from a Pop Warner team, even though great coaches, they've done an outstanding job getting these girls ready. But now they're in the high school. It's a completely different environment, a little more stress, a lot more practicing, longer practices and whatever. What kind of advice do you give the freshmen that are on the team?
Just really push themselves.
Yeah. They've been doing really good, though. I've been really impressed by them.
Yeah, they surprised us all, I think.
They're very determined. The ones who made the competition teams are very determined.
That's great.
They try
Showing
anything that we
potential.
ask them to.
They're doubling
brave.
down.
They're not scared at all.
Wow.
Especially the flyers.
A couple of them have tucks.
Really?
Tucks.
Yeah.
That's awesome. How about your double down, Emily?
That's a work in progress.
She'll get it, though.
Yeah.
She has to.
Yeah. We have to double down
Out
now.
of everything.
Yeah.
Pyramids.
There's a
we
whole
have
new
to
score sheet, so.
Yeah.
Is
They
it-
changed everything.
Did they really?
Yeah.
Because
So we have
every
to
year they
do-
seem to do a little bit more and giving you guys that much more difficulty, because when you go to nationals, it's so hard because the teams can do things.
They rearranged it totally this year, though. It's
We
not
have to
even
do
anything compared to
Yeah, we have to do say like cartwheels or like backwards rolls into stunts now. We can't
You
just
do?
yeah.
They need like
Because didn't
There's no
you
just
try
plain
that
walk-ins
last year?
anymore.
You
Yeah.
tried it a little bit, but then
Yeah.
took it out. Now they want you to
They-
do
we
things.
have
They
to.
want
We
you
have
to do
them
some kind of
this year.
motion.
And like
doing-
single bases aren't even in the score sheet anymore,
they're
so we
not
don't
even
even have to
judging
do
on
it.
that, so we're not.
Why?
We're doing 2 of them, I think.
I don't know.
Really?
Yeah.
So it's
Pyramids has its own section now.
You have to twist out of pyramids now, so you can't
And you
straighten
have
it
to
up.
have baskets.
You do.
Yeah.
There's a whole basket
We did
section.
3 kick twists yesterday at
Yeah,
practice.
they're really good.
Very
Freshmen
nice.
got them.
That's amazing. That's really, really good.
Yeah.
Do you guys do any team building activities, or have you done any? Do you plan to do any?
We've had the car washes, and
The car washes.
Do you get together for dinners? Just kind of get to know each other to gel as a team, because it is hard.
Oh yeah,
when you have
after
new
camp
teams
we had
coming
like
in.
We had the
after
dinners.
camp we had each night we went to someone else's house and that was fun. Like Emily's house was probably the funnest
Yeah.
the last night.
we had squirt gun fight.
Yeah. And of course the food.
Yeah, and swimming.
Yeah.
What kind of things have you done this summer leading up to the season? Because a new season, you lost some seniors, but you're gaining some very strong freshmen. What did you do over the summer? What kind of training did you guys do?
We started off with conditioning a couple times a week. Just with Krista, we went to her gym. And
Yeah, we
stuff.
went to tumbling at her gym and that was good.
How about, do you have anybody
Yeah, we
helping you
went
with the tumbling?
No.
Just Crystal
Crystal.
working
Oh, well,
with you
Brian,
guys?
our other gymnastics coach, came a couple of times, but
Mm-hmm.
he
got
moved
a new,
away.
Yeah, he got a new
Yeah.
job, so he's actually living somewhere else.
But camp was
We went to camp.
camp
yeah.
was pretty good for us this year.
Yeah.
Wasn't our best, but it
It was air
let us-
So
conditioned.
it's definitely the building.
yeah, it was
so.
our first like time like actually practicing because we're not allowed to practice before that. So we found out like what everyone's strengths and weaknesses were, and
Right.
we've been working on them. And we've improved a lot since then.
That's
Yeah.
good. Very good. Good to hear. Let's talk a little bit about gymnastics, because every time you go, and you said the score sheets have changed as far as pyramids and how you go into things. Tumbling is very important. You see teams with full team tumbling. How are you guys looking as far as team tumbling? I've heard through the grapevine
Really good.
you guys have a lot more
We only
variety,
have
a
like
lot
3
more
or 4
girls.
people not tumbling.
Not even like
And they can
some
do
people's
it.
even less. Yeah.
Just like standing tumbling, we probably only have like 3 people not tumbling.
yeah.
And
But-
they can do it, though. They're still working on it.
Yeah.
And they've
Yeah.
all done it before.
And some of them
so
can do running but not standing, and some can do standing but not running.
It's definitely better, I think, than any
lot
of the
better.
other
It's
years.
the best
And
gymnastics we're probably gonna have.
Yeah, we
in a
probably
while.
have like
tumbling might
9
be
standing
our-
tucks.
Wow.
Yeah,
How many girls on the competition squad?
19,
19. And the regular squad?
21.
21. Wow. Do you I know you talked about rules, and you talked about, and that is as far as the difficulty that you have to have in a routine in order to score high in your points. Is that what you're talking about as far as the score sheets during the competition? They've kind of stepped it up. Double downs, you need to do that.
Yeah.
More tumbling and more active into the stunts.
Yep.
And then how about if I were to ask you the question, what would your answer be? If I were to ask you, do you feel that you are an athlete? Are cheerleaders athletes?
Yes.
Yeah.
I would say, yeah.
Why do you think that? What would you say to somebody that doesn't believe that you are?
Like any other sport, we practice 3 hours a day. We're running, jumping, lifting girls up. Same stuff as soccer or football. They're practicing every day.
I think they don't really understand until they've tried it. I mean, they see us on the sidelines, but the competition
Most
part of
people
it's
just
totally
think it's
different.
just cheering for the boys and that, but we
Yeah.
only cheer for the boys so we can compete.
Not a lot of people see the competition side of it because we work our butts off for competition. We have to, like, even though some practices we might not do as much cardio, we still have to make up the routines, run through it, I don't know how many times.
We're out of breath by
Fix
the end.
things. And,
Because the routine itself is what, 2 minutes, 30 seconds?
yeah.
Something like that. But the whole time you are nonstop, transitioning from
Right.
this to that. And you talked about you do 3 jumps.
Yeah, it's definitely, I think, a more challenging routine this year. She switched around the order of it, but it's a lot.
Yeah.
And your stunts, you're doing, you're also your voice,
Yeah.
your jumps, your stunts, you're transitioning, the dance, and it's a nonstop.
Yeah, our dance is really cool this year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did
we
you
really
guys
like
have
it.
any influence in doing it?
Yeah, Crystal's friend Heath made it up for us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
It's
then
really
did
good.
you
It's
kinda-
like
It's
we
like
changed
all
a few parts that needed to be adjusted, but it's really good.
That's good, because I know that you guys are all very talented. You've been in this for a long time. You know what you like. You know what you guys are capable of doing. You know, so I know that you guys, you know, you'll probably be very influential in the tumbling routines and tweaking the dance, because I know that in the different motions. How are the motion sections? That seems to
We
always be.
actually just did them.
Yeah.
Well, we haven't decided them yet, but we're just working on
He
that
gave
right
us
now.
like part of it, but we're still gonna add some more on.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
they're pretty good.
And I think, from what I understand from the parents, there's a couple different things. In the fall season, in any season, you have competitions. Each season you compete for states and for regionals and you know, your Hockomock. From what I understand, you could be competing the 18th or the 25th in the cheer jamboree.
Right.
And that's where you get together with some of
Yeah,
the
it's
other
the
towns.
25th.
It's just informal. It's not anybody judged or anything. Kind of gets you out there and gives you that
Yeah.
experience. It's probably good exposure for the freshmen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, a
Definitely.
little introduction for them, because I'm sure it's a little, they get a little nervous. And then you have competitions where the Hockomock competition is going to be in Franklin.
In Franklin, yeah.
And
And then we
that's-
have our own invitational.
And will the Hockomock be in the end of October, or do you know when it's
I
going to
think
be?
it's in November.
Beginning of November, maybe.
Yeah, beginning
Yeah.
of November.
So if anybody's watching, just kind of look out in the paper or something, because you got to come watch these girls. They're amazing to see. And you're hosting an invitational November 4th, which
Yeah.
is a big fundraiser. It's a great fun thing for you guys to do,
Yeah.
especially
Yeah.
you don't
We
have the
love
pressure of the Hawks. You can just kind of go out there and perform. Of course, you want to win and put on a
Yeah.
good show, but it's a nice. What's involved in that? It must be a lot that the parents have to do. You guys have to do. You got to get other teams to come in. It's a huge effort
Yeah.
on all of your
Yeah,
parts.
we're there really early in the
Yeah.
morning, setting
up all
up,
day.
Setting up,
and then we
yeah.
practice.
The
and then-
parents are getting ready like in advance. Like my mom's already thinking about stuff she has to do and decorating, and we have to let all the teams know so they can register and everything else.
Yeah. And then I think that the parents have to start early as far as getting information out. You got to get the notices out there to the other teams to come in, because you could have like 18 teams coming in. The more
yeah,
the better.
sometimes we have a lot.
Right. And so it's a great time for people that want to go and watch it. And have you guys, do you change your routines? Like, you're going to compete at the Hockomock. Would you do a different routine at the invitationals? Do you change it at all?
Maybe.
Usually we see what works. Like we try the routine at Invitational or Hawks, and then if it doesn't work, then we'll change a couple things, and hopefully that works better.
Sometimes we make it harder if we're doing it like easy and make it more difficult.
Yeah,
but-
if we score low on, say, like jumps or stunts, we'll
Add
add more
more.
jumps or difficult more stunts.
Yeah.
So.
the score sheet kind of.
Helps us out, yeah.
What do you do to get ready? How do you make your jumps better? You were talking about cardio, because the whole time you're doing things. Do you run in your practices, jumping jacks,
Yeah,
push-ups,
everything.
sit-ups? You do all
yeah,
that?
we do that.
Crystal is into the cardio workouts
Yeah.
now, so we do
We
those.
run and then we do like a 4-minute cardio workout.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Jumping jacks, push-ups, crunches. What else?
There's a
Everything.
bunch of stuff.
Squats, everything.
And then just a hardcore stretch after that. So
Yes.
it's more flexible for our jumps.
Stretching has been really helpful this year. Our splits are getting a lot better. Crystal said that yesterday.
She couldn't tell which leg was our bad leg. So that's good.
Yeah, it is. You guys are working hard, that means.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot that goes into, you guys always need some kind of new uniform, new pom-poms, new warm-ups, going to nationals, putting on a competition. You guys, there's a lot of money that's needed to be raised, and your parents are very influential, and you guys do a lot of things. And I'm sure you just love the fundraising over the summer. What kind of...
We started on Founders Day. We did the mini melts up at the field. And that,
Even though it was an awful day, it rained,
yeah,
but
we made so much money.
I mean, can't even imagine what we would have made if it was like a hot day.
Yeah. It was that was a good turnout. And then we had 2 car washes that I guess we
Those-
made the most we've ever made at a
Yeah.
car wash, one of them.
Good.
So that was
Yeah,
good.
I heard a lot of people turned out. I think Ashley and Morgan's year, they had a really good one. But
Yeah, I was beat it out.
I was talking to one of the parents, and they were talking about a couple other fundraisers that are going to come up. If you hear of them, you know, you may see notices that go home to the kids in the elementary schools, but there's a couple more things that they might be doing a wine tasting for those adults that would like to have a night out and enjoy supporting the cheerleaders. They are tentatively going to be doing a babysitting night, where that's usually held at the Taylor School, and in tentative dates could be either or, could be November 30th or December 14th. I know your mom's very helpful, Emily, in putting that together and getting notices out to the school. So look for notices in your kid's backpack and come up to help support the girls. Another fundraiser is the sponsor T-shirts.
Oh, yeah, that's
You guys
turning out
do
good.
that. And what they do, and what is it? You started this last year.
Yep.
Yeah.
We go around to businesses and just ask them to donate. We make T-shirts and we write all their names on the back, and it's $100 to get your name put on the back. And then we do side logos for, what is it, 500?
Yeah, 500.
Or just any donations that the businesses want to give.
yeah.
That's
We
good.
we have to design the shirt.
You do.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's the fun. That's another
Yeah.
fun part of it, because
Yeah.
I mean, you guys are going to be wearing these, I assume, at
Competitions, like
We wear them all
games
as much as we can.
sometimes, like before we cheer.
and then do you date it so then you get a new one every year?
Yeah.
So that's a good one. And if anybody's looking out, any company that's in Foxborough looking to advertise, you know, call the Foxborough Cheerleaders. They'd be more than happy to get your name on a T-shirt,
Yep.
and because they wear them around to the competitions, clinics, and
Fun
wherever.
events.
Yeah,
it is.
sometimes even we
washes.
wear them down to nationals. So advertising everywhere.
And you guys have created some really nice designs, and it's probably neat to see something that you guys did and that you guys put out. Will you guys be part of that, or who took over for Jen?
I kind of designed it.
Did you?
Me and Caitlin Gorham did it, but yeah,
Yeah.
it's all right.
It's
gonna
not
be a
done yet.
surprise.
We're
Yeah,
working
it's
on
not,
it.
It's not done yet, but it's gonna
Yeah.
be cute.
Good.
Yeah.
And how about any other fundraisers that you guys have got going on?
Just canning up at do the football games or we haven't.
Yeah, I don't
we did
think we'll
one.
be doing that much this year of canning because we have a lot of other stuff going on.
Yeah. It's always good to do something new.
Yeah.
And the money goes towards if the school system is unable to pay for a uniform or whatever, that money goes to that. But the bulk of the money goes towards when, and I will always say when, I will never say if, when you qualify for nationals, it costs a lot of money for you
Yeah,
guys to go there because you need your airfare, you need your room,
Yeah.
you know, and everything, and try to do some kind of team dinner and what have you. But that's a lot of money. So you guys are not only practicing many, many, many hours, but you're also fundraising on top of that. So you probably see each other quite a bit.
Oh yeah.
You spend a lot of time together.
Sometimes too much.
Let's talk a little bit about, you spend all this time practicing, school started. How hard was it to get back into the routine of school and practice? And you guys, it's your senior year. You got to keep your grades up.
Yeah.
It's not really big
First
deal.
couple days were like a little, just gotta get back into the flow. But after that, everything's been fine, back to normal. Seems like so.
I feel like we haven't even had summer vacation.
Yeah.
We don't practice till 6, so I mean you have those hours after school to do your homework, whatever you're gonna do. So
Yeah.
it's not too bad, I don't think.
Yeah, it's not that bad.
Yeah. How about, you know, we're going to talk a little bit about the football season, and because it's a little different than the basketball season. But tell me what you guys like most about football season.
It's intense.
I love watching the games. I wish sometimes we can't see as
Yeah, I
well
can't
because
see-
the
I know.
boys are standing right in front of us.
Right?
But I love watching the games and cheering them on. Like if it's like a really good game, I love getting into it.
Yeah.
The pep rallies too.
Oh yeah, pep rallies
Those
are
are
awesome.
the best.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're so fun.
What do you, is there anything surprises planned? Last year, the senior boys, senior girls got together and did a routine. Not that you should copy it, but is there anything different that you guys got up your sleeve? Maybe because I'm not sure when this is going to air. So, but anything that you guys are thinking of doing different?
Probably
We got
something
some
similar.
ideas. Yeah, we're trying to involve the boys with us.
There,
so.
a lot of them are more than last year.
They
I
wanted
to try.
they want
They
to be
do.
in it with
Yeah.
us, yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, it's fun.
They're not the type that says, "Oh, that jinxed us." So they're just like up for fun. So that's good.
Last year, did they do Thanksgiving one or no? They did the second one, right?
No, they did the
Pepperoni.
Thanksgiving one.
Really? Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
they did.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's Thanksgiving.
What night? The games are usually on Friday nights.
nights.
What time do they
That's-
typically start?
7.
7 o'clock?
Yep.
And then, you know what I always thought, not to take away from the boys, because that's why we're there, but I think the band has got a huge part in entertaining in the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The band does a great job, and you guys work with them as far as they might play certain musics that you have
We had
routines
dances
to.
too.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
weren't there for the first game.
Yeah.
It was kind of
They're
like
usually not there for the first couple of games, and
it's boring.
yeah,
You're
it's
like,
boring.
Yeah, it's
We
real
need
fun
them.
with the band there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they do a great job. Have you changed any of the routines up that
We
they have?
added a couple of
We're doing
different dance
push-ups
moves.
now when
Oh,
they
yeah.
score.
Oh, you are?
yeah,
and
as
it's not-
many as on the scoreboard.
Yeah.
Say there's like 60 on the scoreboard.
We're
we have
doing
to do
60
60
Oh,
push-ups.
my goodness, because
was
they
Crystal's
scored
idea.
some
Hopefully
high
we don't get
games
pa-
last
hopefully
year.
we don't get past
What did we
20.
do? 17 last game or
17
something.
last game.
That wasn't too bad, but every time they score a touchdown, we have to do push-ups.
Yeah. Do you last year, and usually in basketball season you might do a cheerleading clinic where you have the younger girls come.
Yeah,
Is there
we'll probably
anything
do
like
that.
that planned?
Probably, yeah.
We're working on that right now, I think.
Yeah.
Because they love. I've heard nothing but
Yeah.
great things from the parents when
Yeah.
they have the kids come up and you work with them. It's a long day.
Yeah, the little
You're-
kids love that.
It's
Yeah.
fun, though.
It
And
is.
it's fun for them to cheer at the game.
Oh my God,
Friday
yeah,
nights,
and they're
they
like
love
so
it.
excited, and their
Yeah.
parents are all excited. It's a great
Yeah,
thing. So maybe sometime mid-October,
Yeah, it's
if you
usually
can get that to work out.
Yeah.
What kind of traditions do you have that goes on during the football season? Anything that you can share on TV? Some things you probably don't want to, but any kind of traditional things.
We usually make the boys like psych bags and like candy, cookies, Gatorade.
Make them lunch one day,
Yeah.
make PB&Js.
Like we're making a banner for Friday
Yeah.
for the boys to run through.
Good.
And then we dress up in blue and gold on Fridays or
Whatever.
whatever team's color
Colors.
that we're playing.
Yeah. If any of the boys are watching, maybe you want to think about doing something then for the girls, a psych bag or something for the
Yeah.
competitions. It doesn't hurt. Come on, guys, step it up. Let it go both ways. How about, have you guys started to think about what you're going to do next year?
Yeah.
We just had our college meeting
Yeah.
today.
You
actually.
did.
Yeah, we did. I'm thinking about going into like nursing in the medical field, and I actually got asked to try out for the UCA team, so I'm gonna try out for that in probably like December.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully that turns out good because I
'Cause
really
you-
would like to do that.
That's awesome. And you
Yeah.
would go around and do clinics. Do they perform at all, or is it mostly clinics
Mostly
and
camps,
demonstrations,
and stuff,
things
yeah.
like that?
Sometimes they do like little things,
Like
probably.
little shows, like
yeah, exhibitions,
Intermissions and all
yeah.
that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking to go to school for massage therapy, but I don't know what schools yet.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still undecided about what I want to do, so I'm just looking at different schools and figuring out what I think I might want to try.
Do you or Bina, do you guys want to continue cheering at all next year? You think it's so early to tell? I know.
I know.
But
I don't know. I
It all
said
depends how my
yeah.
schedule is going to be.
I thought no, but I have a feeling I'll miss it if I don't for some reason.
yeah.
I don't know.
Maybe an all-star team or something, because I know any school that I go to is not going to have a cheerleading team.
Right.
Yeah, it depends what
So,
college and
Maybe we
stuff.
could all join an all-star team together.
Can you tell me, if you think you can, what's your predictions for this year? Will Foxborough beat Mansfield on Thanksgiving?
It's kind of too early to tell.
I talked to Coach, and he said because they played them in the
Jamboree.
The
yeah,
Jamboree, and he
They did.
said that they had their first line in the whole time, and Coach
Mansfield
played
didn't
all
score,
his
yeah.
players.
Yeah.
And what was the score?
Like
14 to
3 or
to
something
3.
like that.
Yeah.
But
so,
I guess like the boys did really good, and Mansfield only scored
yeah.
against their like second or third defense.
So
Kind of
So,
depends on who.
we don't know yet.
Yeah,
Who's
we
having
know. We're going to beat them. What about going back to the Super Bowl? It'll be at Gillette Stadium.
Yeah, the boys are really hoping
That'd be
for that.
awesome.
Mhm.
They're all like, "Yeah, we're gonna get there."
Yeah.
Like,
How about predictions for you guys? Hawkamocks. Who's going to take Hawks?
We,
yeah, we
Yeah.
How about at states and regionals?
Regionals?
It will be close.
Do we know who we're against yet?
I don't know yet.
I haven't seen the
Regionals
we haven't really seen
probably
anyone.
at least the top 3.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's a lot of
definitely
hard
for
teams
regionals,
out.
top 3.
Definitely states.
States, that's always different, but
Yeah.
Right. Well, I think that's about all the time that we have today. Anything in closing, anything you want to say to the girls that have always, you know, the girls that are 8th graders now, that are going to be working towards this next year? Any advice for these girls, or somebody maybe that tried out and they just need to continue working on a little bit? Any advice for future cheerleaders? Your sister coming up.
Yeah, she's working out with us. She comes to conditioning. She's on 18 now. But just keep working hard. I help coach the A team, and they're
Good.
working hard. So I try to encourage what Crystal encourages us to do, so they can be ready for when Crystal is their coach.
Great.
Yeah,
And
just work on tumbling and
yeah, there's girls who tried out
Jumps.
who just, I mean, Crystal really considered, you know, like what to do, and they just needed that extra practice. So
They just
definitely
weren't
try
quite
out
ready
again.
yet.
I mean,
Yeah. Well, thank you, ladies, for being here, and good luck this season.
Thank
and
you.
I can't wait to watch you.
and
Thank you, ladies.
thanks.
thanks.
And now we just look like.